morning, everybody. I just wanted to take a few minutes to say thank you so much to all of my new subscribers, to people who have liked my videos, all of your good comments, all of your questions. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button for all of the new people who are watching this video. I am officially, guys, in my second semester of nursing school. Well, I just got finished with my first semester. So my new semester starts January 8th, and my grade for first semester, wait for it, is an A. Man, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful, and I'm so so appreciative. Man, I'm telling you, I'm just so happy that I can get a little bit of a break and then start back school on January 8th. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on a few things that I have been doing. So, as I don't think I mentioned it in my last video, but my class, my nursing class, elected me as class representative. Yes, can y'all believe it? Like, I'm so humbled and honored by that. I really do appreciate it. So basically what my job is as a class representative is to be a voice for my class. Not, like a mouthpiece, like any little bitty concern. It's just the overall concerns of my class that I communicate to the nursing instructors via a meeting. I just left my first nursing instructor or staff meeting, and it went really good, really good. There's also another class representative who is amazing as well. We make a really good team. So what I just presented to them were valid concerns, nothing tearing at their character, their personalities, because who a person is, we can't change that. But I did get a lot of comments from my nursing class in reference to just personality issues that they have with certain instructors, but there's nothing we can do about that. But the only issue that we did have was concerning communication, and I felt that was valid. Another thing, on my final exam, I got a 96%. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I felt as if the final exam was easier than all of my tests all year, for whatever reason. But I killed it, y'all, and man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like, I just can't believe the first semester is over. It's going by so fast that it's just unbelievable. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the HESI. The HESI for the nursing fundamentals first semester was really easy. Like, I don't even, because I see so many videos and people are like, oh my god, the HESI, it was freaking killing me. It's fairly easy. So what that HESI is, people, it's just an assessment of where you are right now in that program. And fundamentals, I think, and I'm sure it's going to get a little bit more difficult as time goes on. So that's why you have to make sure you have a really good foundation overall. But the HESI is, in my opinion, was pretty simple. It was just an assessment of where you are right now. Didn't even go into a whole lot of disease processes because we're not really into a lot of that at this moment, but second semester we will get into that. So my HESI score was 1019, which was really good, because for my school they only required, I think, a 750 to 900, which they would have been happy with that, but I got a 1019. So yeah, that was, man, I was like, oh wow, this is great. Now my overall score was 92 point something. So study for the HESI. Yes, I did study for it, and I suggest that you guys study for it as well. What I used was, my school is involved in a website called Elsevier or Evolve, and they have HESI case studies or HESI practice questions that you can do. And so I did that the night before. But I've been doing practice questions all along anyway. I have an app called NCLEX RN, where it's on my phone. So if I'm just sitting in the doctor's office or sitting in the parking lot, or just you know chilling out with my kids as they watch a cartoon movie that I'm just not interested in, I pull out my phone and I just get on my app and I start looking up, doing some questions. Because the more questions that you do, even if it's on a process that you're not familiar with, you're going to get the thought process down. So, and that's the whole point. We have to start thinking like nurses. We have to have that critical thinking piece in order to be a nurse. So that was basically all I kind of wanted to say about the HESI. If you want more specifics on the HESI, I will be glad to do another video on that. But to me, I think it was pretty simple, cut and dry. Of course, it went over the nursing process. It was a 13-page printout as far as my results. And it showed me which questions I got wrong and what areas of nursing that they were in, and which areas that I basically needed to improve on. So they also give you rationales. So at the end of your test, you'll have a moment where you can do rationales for all of the questions that you got wrong. And so that's what I did. So yeah, I think it was pretty easy. You just have to, I did prepare for it. I did study. And I think the HESI is something that you just get ready for all semester. It's nothing that I don't feel that you can really cram for. So if there's a subject or an issue or concern within the semester, you really need to make sure you set up an appointment with your instructor to get remediated on it, so you can figure out where am I not making the connection, where am I missing all of this, where am I missing something. In closing, I do want to mention, I want to motivate you guys to keep going. To all my moms who are married with children, to all of my moms who are not married and do have children, to all of my people who aren't married, don't have kids, but have a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You have to put your goals high on your priority list. And I don't want to sound like, that I'm dismissing the fact that people have responsibilities or anything. But the thing is about nursing school is that you have to give 100%. If you're having an issue, if you have personal problems before you walk into that nursing classroom, take it off like a coat and leave it at the door. So if you just got in a bad argument with your mom, brother, sister, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, take it off like a coat and leave it at the door. And just for a second, don't worry about what the kids have going on at school, why your daughter couldn't figure out what division was last night. You just need to just take it off for just a second. Not a second. Take it off for the entire class. Take it off and pick it back up when you leave. And then when it's time to study, you need to take that same approach. Take whatever negative energy, whatever thoughts you're having, take it off like a coat. Instagram, Facebook, take that mess off like a coat. Take it off. Take it off and throw it across the chair for a little while, for a couple hours. So you don't just, be bogged down in your thinking about, you get out of your head. You have to get out of your head for just a little while you're in class so you can actually learn. I did get a few comments from my family this semester. Oh, well, we haven't heard from you, or what's been going on. And I've been busy, man. Been busy just trying to make sure I stay in school. Pretty much, if your people asking you, well, what's going on, ain't heard from you in a month of Sundays, hey, if I was with you every weekend and flunking out of school, then that would be a whole nother problem. So you just really do have to prioritize. And I wanted to share really quickly a few notes from my nursing staff meeting this morning. And I asked the instructors this question: what can I take back to my class from you guys? What is it that you want us to know? Give us some advice. Tell us something. And this is what my instructor said. They want us to be successful. And I really do believe that. Your instructors do want you to be successful, but your success depends on what you put into it. So if you're only putting in 10 or 20%, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? Oh, yeah. So you have to, your success depends on how much you put into it. Instructors are facilitators. Get remediation as soon as possible. So if you see that you made a 75 on a test and you know that you at least have to have an 80 to stay into the program, you need to get some remediation. And whatever personal feelings, and this is something that they made sure to mention, whatever personal feelings or, however you feel about a certain instructor, you don't like this person, their teaching style, take it off like a coat. Take it off like a coat. That's probably the best way I can put it. Take it off like a coat and set it down to the side, because at the end of the day, it just doesn't matter. You have to get your education, and you have to make the most of your experience in class. Practice questions every day is another thing that they mentioned. Active studying. Do case studies. Do concept maps. A concept map, for those of you that don't know, is if you take a subject like diabetes, you put it in a big circle on a sheet of paper. Diabetes, circle it. And then put branches. You know how we did bubble maps like in elementary school? It's built the same way, but it's a whole lot different. It's a concept map. So you put diabetes in the middle, then you put complications, you put causes, you put nursing interventions, assessments, collaborative interventions, medications, all of those types of things, and you study that. You study that certain disease process that way, and then when you're done with it, put it to the side and pick up your other one. Okay, now we have hypertension in the middle. The causes, symptoms, how is this patient going to present? So concept mapping. And another thing that I thought that was interesting that she said was rewrite your own nursing questions. I'm like, okay, well that's a different concept, because if you can rewrite it, if you can play with your knowledge, if you can teach it to somebody else, then I mean you got it. And then don't cram. So that's pretty self-explanatory. So for every hour in class, you need to put in 2 hours of studying at home. Use ADPI. Assessment, diagnosis, implementation, all of that. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now about ADPI. ADPIE. Assessment, diagnosis, planning, implementation, and evaluation. Y'all, it's the end of the semester. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. And then for your information, read it, write it, and then speak it. Use colorful pens and stuff when you write your notes in class. One nursing instructor mentioned that it has been proven that the student who writes a lot during class, writing their notes in class, is more successful. So there you have it, people. I write a lot in class. I have to speak it. I'm a talker. And I read it. So even if it's teaching your 2-month-old baby, or teaching the kids in a carpool line, or teaching the steering wheel in the carpool line, or when you get home and you're cooking dinner, hey, teach it to the stove, teach it to anybody, teach it to whatever. You just have to talk about it. You can't go home and just be quiet about it and think, oh, okay, I'll learn it. No, you need to really be talking it out. And that's one thing that they wanted to make sure that I took back to my class. And another thing, be on time, people. Be on time. If you have the tendency, like I do at times, I can tend to show up a few minutes late to class. I have a 2-year-old. I'm trying to potty train him. Sometimes he doesn't go to bed till late. He's spoiled. So sometimes I don't go to bed when I should, because once he goes to bed, I have to put in my studying. So I spend a lot of time up at night studying, hence the bags underneath my eyes, people. But I feel like by any means necessary, especially when you're busy, you're a mom, you have to just do what you have to do. Like, I mean, what else I mean, what else do you expect, you know? So just remember, your success depends on what you put into it. And whatever hang-ups or personal feelings or whatever you have before you come to class, my best advice is take it off like a coat. Take it off and pick it up when you leave. So, all right, people, that's all I have for today. Again, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, for listening to me, for all your great comments. I really do appreciate it. Ones I haven't gotten back to, I will do that today. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Be productive today. Set some goals for yourself. Crush them. Let me tell you what my goals are, and then I'm going to let y'all go. My goals are, I am going to give the speech at my nursing pinning ceremony. I'm going to give the speech. And giving the speech entails me being what? The valedictorian. Okay. I can do that. And you know, and another thing too, I feel like even if I don't have the highest average in class, I feel like there's no way they wouldn't want me to give the speech for graduation. Even if the valedictorian get up and he or she does her thing, I think they're still going to want to hear something from me. And I'm just going to put that out there. I'm going to put that out there. That's my goal. Because I want to inspire people. I want to make nursing school feel doable, because it is. I came from the lowest self-esteem to not thinking anything about myself. Mom of 3. You know, you get lost in your kids' lives and what they're doing, and into your significant other and your families, and that you just don't know who you are anymore. I didn't know who I was, but I found me. I know exactly who I am now. And so I'm not overly confident. I'm just I'm humble. I'm humble, and I know my potential. And I think there's a difference in being, oh, you're just cocky or whatever, and knowing who you really are, your potential. And I think that's being confident. That's being confident. And I'm gonna put that out there right now, that I will be giving the speech, well, one of the speeches at my pinning ceremony. I'm already on the pinning committee, so I am going to be planning that. So I'm very excited about that. I have a lot of good things that I want to go. I have a really good vision and direction as to how I want the pinning ceremony done. So yeah. So I'm excited, man. When I tell you I'm so focused and I'm so excited and I'm so ready for what the next chapters of my life are going to bring, I mean, it's just a feeling beyond comprehension.